Welcome back to the Buds in the Box podcast. The Leafs win 8-3 against the Colorado Avalanche in an absolute shootout of a game. Not really for the Avalanche, although Kadri did pot 2 goals in, but another amazing game. I think the Leafs are now on what, a 5-game win streak or 6?
I don't know, but it sounded like you just said pot goals in there
But why?
because you said pot goals in and then like silly pot goals in on Vancouver.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Pot Volskin, even though
Guys,
did win.
everybody, all Spotify listeners who may have heard the miscommunication there, Eric did not stutter. It was pot goals in. Don't worry.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, huge win for the Leafs. We're just wiping out the West Coast at this point. And the Avalanche did put up a good fight. They had 31 shots against Jack Campbell. Unfortunately, that last one had to go in, but nonetheless, Jack Campbell played an amazing game all around. And everyone tonight contributed to the Leafs. It was amazing to see. And we will get into the game. But before we do, make sure you guys go check out our sponsors down below. Use code BUDS20 at manscaped.com and thepeoplescup.ca. Now, let's get into the game. A lot of stats and stuff tonight. 11 goals in the game. It started off with William Nylander with an amazing saucer pass by John Tavares. Literally just sauced it over like 2 defender sticks right to Nylander, and he sniped it down the right wing. Couldn't even like that pass is just unfathomable. Did I say that right? Fathomable? Unfathomable?
Not right, but you're close.
Close enough, yeah. Tavares and Kerfoot pick up the assist. And then that's when it just opened up. The Leafs never have a good first period. Like, it's very rare. And Jason Spezza got a rebound off a great forecheck from Richie and Simmons. Jude originally thought Simmons scored, and he prematurely texted Choo into our group chat.
I put a train, but that being said, it from the angle when you're watching the game live, it was just a quick turn of events. Sticks were in the crease, people were in the crease, and Spezza wasn't even in the crease. He just like dashed in, scooped it in, and like he flipped his stick the other way, and that was just it. I thought it looked like Simmons' stick, but he tied up the defender, and that's the only reason it went in. But I mean, it's probably gonna trickle. But I wanted Simmons for Timmy's, so I'm kind of
you had him for Timmy's?
Yeah.
Speaking of Timmy's, I tried the Tim Beeps today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I still have some there. They kind of just taste the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not that big of a difference.
I'd like to try them.
Yeah. Well, you can drive to Sudbury.
Okay, I'll be there.
Matthews with the next goal here. And this was like Leafs knocking on the door. Matthews, he hasn't been playing like he had been last year. He wasn't on the same par.
The mustache.
The mustache, exactly. Dude, you still have your mustache. I don't know why you still have your mustache.
Okay, bro, relax. Like it's you have 24 hours to get rid of it. So
you have 50 minutes.
I have 50 minutes, and hey, we know what I'm doing after this. So
that's true. I shaved mine, if you guys even care. Matthew shaved his. He raised over $134,000 for men's health. So props to him. And I'm looking at him now. His profile picture still has the mustache, but he looks a lot younger, like the old Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
And his first game back, scores a hat trick. Unbelievable. The first goal was amazing, though. I mean, I thought he put it through his legs, and I was freaking the fuck out. And then like I rewatched, and I was like, okay, no, his hands were so quick that it just looked like he put it through his legs, and he just roofed it on Jonas Johansson.
I think it's Jonas Johansson.
Okay, Jonas Johansson.
This guy really just finalized it.
Is that finalizing it? Let's see where he's from. He's from Sweden.
I don't know.
Sweden.
Oh, you Swedenized it.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Unfortunately, though, the Avs started fighting back. Gerard with a rocket of a shot that went on Campbell. Nice pass from McKinnon, and he just rocketed that thing to the net. I don't know any other words besides rocketed.
That was a hard shot for sure.
Yeah, and can't really blame Campbell there. He was screened. Second period, Nazem Kadri scored, assisted by Nichushkin and Johansson. Johnson. I can't read. Nazem Kadri, he scored 2 goals this game. So once again, we're talking about Leafs, former Leafs players that continue to strike us in the heart. And I was gonna talk about Hyman as well because I sent you guys the post on Instagram showing that we paid like
Bunting.
$6 million less for Bunting, and he has the same amount of points that Hyman does this year. So that was like crazy. And then Hyman scores 2 goals tonight. But Bunting had 3 assists. So Bunting is now tied in points with Hyman as we are currently speaking. Who knows? Hyman maybe pots another one, gets a hat trick. Then that shuts me up. But Nazem Kadri with his 200th career goal tonight after he scored a second goal in the third period on the power play. I mean, Leafs keep haunting us. What can I say? It continues to happen, and he's probably Colorado's hottest player right now. McKinnon is back, I think, as well. Forgot to mention that. And another thing I forgot to mention.
First game back.
Yeah. Dermott also in the lineup tonight. Speaking of Dermott, he scored the next goal to make it 4-2. It was actually a snipe as well. One-timer shot. It was pretty good.
Yeah, but it went off the goalie's glove and in.
Yeah, that's how fast it was. Goalie couldn't even catch it. Went through the goalie's glove.
Dude, everything was going through Johansson.
True. He was like a beach ball tonight.
No, the puck was like a beach ball.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Assisted by William Nylander, John Tavares. Once again, they played amazing. And John Tavares also scored the next goal. This one was a nice rebound off, I think it was Brody's shot. Yeah, Brody's shot. Kerfoot getting in there too. I think he had 2 assists tonight. So all the Leafs contributing, except for even the third line. Engvall had a goal later.
Yeah.
But then we get into the third period. Matthews. I bow down to Matthews. 2 snipes. Or no, the first one was a great pass by Marner in front, and Matthews just kind of went to the side and put it upstairs. What were you gonna say?
That the third one was insane. The one where he just tucked it.
Yeah.
Dude, it was literally that. How did he do that?
Like, I know.
What the? I was stunned.
Johansson is just he is lost right now. Like he needs a map.
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. He definitely didn't. I don't think he wanted to play tonight, and
no.
I thought he was gonna be taken out after the first.
No, they did not give a shit.
Yeah, they're like 8 goals. I don't care about. Let's hit 10.
Yeah, and the Leafs weren't done there. Engvall with a snipe similar to Matthews' goals, assisted by
That was not a good goal. It was well placed, but dude, that's a 1-on-1. That's a fast break. That's just I don't know. Johansson at that point, that's when he should have been boom. Like we shouldn't have seen him for the rest of the night. But
yeah, I don't know why they didn't put Kemper in. I guess
Kemper's injured.
He's injured.
That's why Johansson played.
Right, and they're playing a back-to-back tomorrow.
That makes sense now.
That it's clicking now.
Yeah.
I guess good for the Leafs.
Johansson slender from his own team.
Yeah, good for the Leafs. They had 41 shots. They outplayed the Avalanche in every category. Face-offs doubled their face-offs. Power plays didn't score on the power play tonight. Rare to see. They score 8 goals, but not one of them's on the power play. To be fair, though, they only had 2 power plays. Yeah. And then of course shots as well. And yeah, big 4 came out for us tonight, and just all the way down the lineup, through the start to the bottom, everyone played a great game. Unfortunately, they let in 3 goals, but that's obviously going to happen.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's nice to see the Leafs start to win by games more. Wait, the Leafs start to win games more than 1 goal. I can't. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. Because they had
a 3's eliminator game score.
Yeah, that's actually true. They completed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Yeah. Glad
to see the Leafs score an 8. Finally breaking out of their offensive struggles that they had at the start. Thing is, though, it did not matter when they were struggling offensively because they just shut teams down defensively. Even though Felly's not here, he always does bring up a good point that the Leafs just give us hope, which they did last year.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to like get what he's saying because it's like you look at this team now and they wipe out the West Coast, and all the teams on the West Coast, like California teams, the Avalanche even, they've been on fire lately. And we just went in there on all away games and just swept them like it was nothing, put them under the rug and said goodbye. They look unstoppable right now. Like I think it was who do I have notifications on for Twitter? Elliot Friedman or something. Elliot Friedman said on Twitter, like they look like a legitimate juggernaut, that they are in first place right now and they look like a first place team. It looks like no one can stop them. But then again, we get to the playoffs and then everything just turns to shit. So I don't know what, like I'm so conflicted right now as a Leafs fan. But I did want to ask you one thing, Jude, since you're a goalie. What is one thing that Jack Campbell is doing differently this year that is just putting him to the next level of his game?
That's a good question.
One thing like you noticed.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't really say anything like totally out of the box type thing because honestly, he had a great season last year. So I wouldn't I'd separate these 2 years. I'd say the big difference, and I'd honestly say confidence is the biggest thing. Like Jack's coming out there not looking like a backup from that first game last year at the start of his 11-game win streak or whatever. At that first game, like I was like, damn, he looks better than Freddie. He's acting more confident than Freddie. Like Freddie will let in a goal and he's a little shaky. Like, you know what I mean? Letting rebounds out that he wouldn't, like, I don't know. I guess that was just the end of the Freddie era, and it showed last year. But I don't know. There's nothing, you can't like pinpoint something, including with Jack Campbell, because he's not like positionally sound. He's not like Freddie where he's like built like a robot or Price like that. He's similar to Vasilevsky, but even then, I personally think like if you saw Jack Campbell, you wouldn't be scared of him until you saw what he do to stop the puck. So like if you were to just go and take a shootout shot on him, you'd be like, oh, this guy is like whatever. This guy probably plays like trips, and then he played a bunch of junior B or something like that, and then you just can't get the puck by him for 30 tries or something like that, right? I don't know. Maybe there is work effort there that wasn't there when he was a backup in LA and backing up here. There's just so many different components to his game that have changed since he became the starter, but I'm going to go with confidence.
Yeah, that's a good one. I do really like Jack Campbell in the fact that he's been moving in silence this whole time.
Oh.
Everyone's doubted him, and he's come out on top, and he's taken his opportunity.
He's what?
What?
He's what?
He's coming on. Shut up.
Oh, chill, Jack.
And then another thing I just wanted to talk about, moving on from that Campbell question. But that was a good answer. I do have to agree with you there.
Thanks.
So Dermott scores that goal. He's looking more confident. The Leafs have a huge win. Do you think there's a Dermott trade coming in the near future? We've talked about this before, but now it's kind of getting closer and closer.
Are you asking for my personal opinion?
I'm asking for your personal opinion deep down in your heart.
I don't know. Like, I think we've seen it with a lot of different players. You know, they're scratch. You know, they come back, they do something good, and then boom, they're gone. You know what I mean? It's just like that. They're hot. You see it in fantasy all the time, right? Someone gets a little bit hot after not doing something for a while, and then that's your go-to guy. That's whatever. I want that guy. That kind of stuff. Do you think we could see him moving?
I could definitely see a trade happening, either Hall or Dermott, but at the same, because it's just for me and from a general manager's perspective and looking at like a player's point of view and just like the entire management side of hockey, you have 7 defensemen that are capable of making your top 6 on any night. And the problem with that is they're now competing for that spot on a first place team in the NHL. So it gets very competitive, and at a point where guys don't want to compete for that anymore because they feel like they deserve it. and you have to start scratching guys, making guys unhappy, making guys confused, frustrated, this and that, maybe you have to let someone go. Maybe you do, because morale is definitely a huge factor, especially when you're on a first place team and you have to deal with stuff like managerial stuff, and player happiness. But at the same time, they also need a seventh defenseman in case someone gets injured, because it's likely to happen, especially when it comes playoff time. I'm sure they can trade for someone like another defenseman that's willing, or call someone up from the AHL, because I know they have guys that are capable of being a legitimate seventh defenseman, because Dermott or Hall is not a seventh defenseman. I say they're both top 6 NHL defensemen that want to play hockey. And when you're on a first place team and not playing, it's really not fun at all. So whether someone requests a trade or they kind of just mutually agree, or management just decides, I think by the trade deadline, someone will be moved. I just don't know who.
Yeah, I mean, you can really like pick out not bottom teams, but lower to mid-pack teams like New Jersey, Severson, Vatanen, someone from there, from overall depth. One of them would fit better than Hall. One of them would fit better than Dermott. I can say that confidently. I like maybe Vatanen, he's a little bit offensive, so the things he said in the pen. No, I'm just kidding. He's an offensive defenseman, so
he does. They do cost a lot, though. That's the thing.
Exactly. That's also something you got to take in. But you never know with salary retainment and what. Like, I don't know. Dubas is a genius, and it's pretty obvious at this point. So you never know what he can come up with. But yeah, I mean, looking in past, we can't looking at like through like the past eyeglass kind of thing. We can't put somebody that is gritty, somebody that is a hard worker, and try to slot them into this more or less into this game plan that the Leafs have, because I don't know, Richie started off really slow, and then he slotted into, he's still a hard worker, but he chips and chases, and they chip and chase and he chases. That's what he does. They put him in the corner and he does nothing, he gets the puck out of the corner, and recently things have been coming out of it. But when he first got here, nothing happened. Foligno, when he got here, nothing happened. You know, you thought he's a leader, he's gritty, he works hard. He literally did nothing but got injured. So, I mean, you can't really put the blame on him there, but it's just working into that Toronto game plan. And I think we have a very specific game plan, including with our superstars, that you need to get somebody who's going to be a fast working player, fast puck moving player, like Sandin, like Riley and Brody, right? They see the game quickly and they move the puck quickly, because and that would fit amazing with Muzzin, with a big boy like Muzzin, who can also move the puck well despite his gritty, tough play. So I think it's a hard spot to fill, but I think the best plan for the Leafs would be to fill that spot.
Yeah, I could agree on some points, although I did see a stat actually the other day. Dermott is like a top 10 puck moving defenseman in the league based on accuracy and passes per game. Yeah. Which that's
what I'm saying. Like PMDs, like I'm fine with Dermott. There's just something I don't like about Hall, and I just don't think he fits. He's too slow. I don't know. He gets burned, and that Kadri goal, bro was tied up with Kadri and lets him shoot that. That's your whole point. Like, at least let the other guy take the shot. Like then blame it on Muzzin. But you're tied up with a guy and let him get a shot off. What's the point of a defenseman bro? Like, all right, I don't know. And out of playoff performers, as much as Marner stunk, Marner didn't live up to an expectation. Hall just, there was no expectation, and he didn't live up to anything. Hall was just embarrassing. So I don't know. That was just my personal take, and that's because I like to watch the front of the net. You guys like to watch how the game progresses throughout the tops of the circles, and you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
See how you guys like to watch action forwards, right? I just like to see what happens in front of that net, and Hall is not what I want to watch happen in front of that net. So, but yeah, if we can move Hall, great. But the way Dermott's been playing and the way he looks right now, he would be the beneficiary of a trade because he's better right now.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I do feel like Dermott definitely, if they're looking to trade a guy, his stock is probably at an all-time high, and he would most likely be the receiver of the call saying he got traded. But I was watching Leafs Digest the other day, and it's like these two guys, they're kind of similar to what we do. And it's really good stuff. And they said that Dermott is an alumni of both their schools. And the crazy thing is, Dermott is an alumni of our school too, our high school.
This guy spent every semester at a different school.
So I don't know if we went to the same school as them, or he just like obviously he went to the OHL.
I know we went to two different schools. Ours and something else, but I don't know. There could be probably two more. I think he went to St. Mike's too, but I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But
I'm
that makes sense
right now.
for a good hockey player. Bro, please.
Yeah, and then I just want to talk about one more thing because shit just keeps popping into my head that I meant to bring up in previous episodes and I just forget. What do we do when Ilya Mikheyev gets back? I've been having this, just holding this question in my head for so long, and I just remembered it now. And what do you think? What do you think we do when Ilya Mikheyev gets back?
Well, yeah, I worked the other day. I actually heard on one of the sports talk shows, whatever, like SN Now or whatever, something like that. Mm-hmm. Did Semyonov play tonight?
I do not believe so.
Who's the righty then on the fourth line? He was a hard worker and he looked pretty good.
It was just the regular lineup. It was Spezza, Richie Simmons on the fourth line, and then Kampf.
Oh, it was Kampf then.
Okay.
Is Kampf a righty?
Oh, sorry, no, it was Joey Anderson.
Oh,
he was playing on the right wing tonight.
That's what I thought. So he was on the third line?
Yes.
Or fourth?
Third.
Oh, wow. But yeah, okay, so that's another thing. I don't know. I thought Joey looked good. Like, it's not like he did anything. And a lot happened tonight. So, like, that's where you could maybe put that up for debate. But that being said, yeah, I that idea popped into my head when I heard SN Now or whatever those guys talking about it. I was like, I forgot he existed there for a bit. Like,
yeah, me too.
These guys are so hot right now. Like, it is just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Mm-hmm. And that being said, like, on top of that, they're switching out Semyonov and Anderson and all those guys. They're seeing who works, who doesn't, and for in spite of Kasha, right? And he wasn't in tonight, correct?
He was not. Yeah, he was not.
So in spite of him, right? And when he's back in, and you still have those two guys that can slot into that third line spot, and they're not going to be able to slide in. So now you have three guys waiting there. And when Mikheyev comes back, he's slotting somebody else out if he does. Because this team, I don't have any complaints about, unless like bro, like who would it be? Who would he slot out? Because we've never seen him in the regular season, right? So
yeah,
we only saw I was like, oh, he'd probably slot out Bunting, and then Bunting goes crazy, and I'm like, he's not slotting out. But him and Bunting played good together in the preliminary or whatever, preseason. So.
And he's one of our best penalty killers. Like he is.
Yeah.
Like he was the best penalty killer in the NHL last year.
But
straight up.
Look at Kampf and Kasha. Like they're doing what we need them to do. So
it's so just like a question that's just like, if I was Kyle Dubas, my head would explode.
I think Kyle Dubas is thinking we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, because apparently I think he's got 6 more weeks. So
really,
yeah, that's what I heard.
That might work out for us.
They said hopefully before Christmas, but that's not hopeful at all. Like they're like, they'd be good if we saw him before Christmas, but we're not going to see him before Christmas. So It's one of those comments where it's like, why'd you make that comment? But yeah, I heard, I think it was 4 to 6. So that would be around Christmas, and I heard this like a week ago. So, but still, even then, yeah, maybe the more time he takes recovering, the better it is for this team. But until somebody is like, holy, like Richie at the beginning of the year, it's nobody, you can't just get out. You can't slot them out like that on this team. Nobody.
Yeah. And to be fair, Kasha is made of absolute glass. Like no offense to the guy.
The only exception if other injuries continue, and then he needs to
Yes.
come in. But he's made like glass too, so he's gonna get fucking
True.
injured too.
That's true. And then also we have I wonder if Mikheyev will play in the Olympic. I doubt he'll make the Olympic team, but I wonder if
I
he'll
didn't
be
think
ready
about
by
that.
Olympics.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
I would
that's
think so.
tough.
I would think so.
Does he need to get cleared for anything?
What do you mean?
Like after he comes back, does he need to get cleared by the NHL to play?
No, I don't think so.
Uh,
I think he's fine. But yeah, that was all my questions. That was
they were
pretty good
I
Q
think
and A
we should do more of
session.
those.
Yeah, I like it because I have a few of them just sitting on my desk.
Yeah, for sure. We'll
Um,
save them, and then we definitely need to do some Olympic videos about the lineup, and then just more overall videos on this team. And like, we can just make that Leafs video is good. For the alumni, that's a good video.
Yeah. I have the perfect title for it. What happens to players when they leave Toronto?
Yeah.
Like the Toronto effect or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I'm definitely excited to make those. Regardless, Leafs once again, they continue their hot streak. They beat the Colorado Avalanche 8-3. Unbelievable game. Leafs are rolling. We're in first place in the league. We're on top of the world right now. There's only one way to go when you're on the top.
Bieber balls.
I will eat one right now.
He's gonna eat one of Justin's balls. Why is it not the Bieber? You're a liar. You're a liar.
No,
That's not the Bieber's. Liar.
They didn't have any more Bieber balls.
That's what they all say. They didn't have any more Bieber balls. So what are you eating, man? This guy's eating Bieber's actual balls. Yeah, they didn't have the packages. We get it.
They didn't have the packages, and then they didn't even have them there. And then the
Is that
lady,
a coffee? You got to pull an all nighter or something?
no, it's a candy cane hot chocolate.
That's cute.
You
know it has caffeine in it, though, right?
No, it doesn't.
Eric, it has chocolate has caffeine in it.
Oh God.
You are going to be up until 7 a.m.
Don't say that, man. Yeah.
Big test.
No, I have not. I don't have
Test Ickles.
Okay. I don't have class tomorrow. I was gonna say something about these Bieber balls. They taste the
Leafs
same.
like them. Have you seen their TikTok?
What?
The Leafs like them.
Oh yeah, dude, that's what made me go get them today.
That fired me up. I like that.
Yeah.
They were all hyping them up like nobody's business.
Oh yeah, but they're not that
TJ
good.
Brody said 9.2, and I got up and I was like, dude, nearest Timmy's to my house. Like, I was like, bro, I haven't seen Brody. Like, I don't know. Brody's just that guy where he's not like he doesn't hate his life, but he doesn't like love it. You know what I mean? He's just,
Yeah.
he's just there. Like,
Yeah, he's just there.
but he does everything so right for the team, but he's just there. Like, it's not like, me and Felly used to make fun of somebody like that. I forgot who it was.
Bullies.
No. Like an NHL player. We used to
Okay. Well, I remember what I was gonna say. The lady didn't like. There was no Bieber balls on display, and I was like, "Oh, can I get sour cream Timbits?" And then she was like, "Hey, we got Bieber balls in the back."
Really?
And I was like, "Okay, I'll take those." And then they just had them instantly for me. I was like, "What the heck?"
Did you get all 3 flavors?
Yeah,
Nice.
dude.
What
I feel
was
like
the
there's
best?
more than 3. They all kind of taste the same as their original flavors. It kind of just feels like a flavor boost. But so far the
that's-
chocolate one.
Something Fortnite would say. I don't know. Just the way you worded it. Flavor boost.
Flavor.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Well, enough talking about Bieber balls.
Ah,
Even though I'd love to talk about them all day.
we all could. That actually wouldn't even be a bad video.
Just having a chat about Bieber balls.
People would be nah, dude. If we did it on the 28th, the video would be timeless and go crazy.
That's true. You know what video
Whatever.
is timeless?
Next Travis Scott burger that comes out, we'll make one. Reasons
Patty.
why we can't try the Travi Patty. We live in Canada.
Yeah. Mitch Coven Bedard video with Hosey is doing pretty well.
Nice. Well, yeah. I mean, he's a great guy, and that's just a great video.
Yep.
Thanks.
It's one of my favorite videos actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That hurts my feelings. I didn't talk too much in it. Wait, was I the host of that one?
You were actually.
That's funny. I was nervous.
Oh yeah. It's a hard job here. I have
Yeah,
hard
poor
job.
guy. Buddy's stressed. Are you breaking out? I don't know. You look kind of stressed.
Yeah, dude. I'm just all over the place.
I can't believe it, eh? Dude, you gotta chill.
Yeah.
Take a breath. Have a cig or something. I don't know.
Yeah, let me just go pop a cig.
Uh,
Smoke a dart.
but
No one kids don't do drugs.
don't ever do it.
Yeah.
That's actually nasty. I never do that.
Yeah, of course. That's disgusting. Anyway, kind of got a little off topic here at the end of the podcast.
But we do shots out of our People's Cup. We do that.
That is true.
Legally.
That is true.
we're 19.
Mine's sticky because I always forget to clean the shot.
Nice. That'll be. This guy's an
Um,
alcoholic. He cleans it with the shot.
I just clean it with another shot. All right, yeah. That'll be all for tonight. If you guys made it to the end, we do appreciate you. And thank you for listening on Spotify or watching on YouTube. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe, go check out our sponsors in the link down below. And that'll be all from us tonight. Huge win by the Leafs. And this has been the Buds in the Box podcast. Bye for now.